Barack Obama was the 44th President of the United States. He became the first black man to hold this office in 2009. His election was an important moment in American history. Many people believed it showed progress toward racial equality, but his presidency also faced many challenges. Racism did not end when Obama became president. Before Obama, the idea of a black president seemed like a dream. Many thought the U.S. would never have a black leader. Obama's story gave hope to many people. It showed that anyone can reach high goals with hard work and belief. His life and career became a symbol for millions of Americans who wanted change. Obama's presidency also brought strong emotions. Some people saw him as a hero and a great leader. Others were not happy about his leadership. They felt uncomfortable with having a black president. These different views show how complex America's fight with racism has been. Barack Obama was born on August 4, 1961, in Hawaii. His mother was from Kansas, and his father was from Kenya. His parents divorced when he was very young. Obama lived with his mother and grandparents for most of his early life. When he was 6 years old, his family moved to Indonesia, where his mother remarried. Living in Indonesia helped Obama see the world from a new view. He learned about different cultures and ways of life. But in 5th grade, Obama returned to Hawaii to live with his grandparents. He attended a good school there. He received a scholarship to a top high school, which helped him get a strong education. Obama did not always feel comfortable growing up. As a child of both black and white parents, he felt different. He sometimes struggled to find where he belonged. These feelings shaped how he saw race and identity in America. His early life helped him understand the challenges of different communities. After high school, Obama went to college in Los Angeles. Later, he transferred to Columbia University in New York. He studied political science, learning how governments work. After finishing college, he moved to Chicago. In Chicago, Obama worked as a community organizer, helping people find jobs and improve housing. Obama wanted to make a bigger difference in people's lives. He felt that politics could help him bring real change. So, in 1988, Obama went to Harvard Law School to learn more about law and leadership. At Harvard, he became the first black president of the school's law review, a big honor for students. After graduating, Obama returned to Chicago. He continued to work on community projects and began thinking about public service. In 1996, he was elected to the Illinois State Senate. This was his first step in politics. While working in the Senate, he focused on helping working families and improving education. In 2004, Obama ran for the U.S. Senate and won. This made him more well-known across the country. His speech at the 2004 Democratic National Convention brought him even more attention. People admired his message of hope, unity, and change. He began inspiring many Americans. Obama married Michelle Robinson, a lawyer, in 1992. They met while working together in Chicago. Michelle became an important part of Obama's life and work. They later had 2 daughters, Malia and Sasha. Family was always important to Obama, even as he worked hard in his career. In 2008, Obama decided to run for President of the United States. Many people were excited about his campaign. At that time, America was facing many problems. The economy was in trouble, and many people had lost their jobs and homes. The country was also involved in wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, which many Americans wanted to end. Obama promised to help the middle class, bring jobs back, and end the war in Iraq. His message gave people hope. He also promised to bring people together, no matter their race, income, or political beliefs. Young people were especially excited by Obama's ideas. Many volunteered to support his campaign. Obama's opponent in the election was John McCain, a senator from Arizona. The campaign was tough, with both sides working hard to win. Obama's speeches and ideas inspired millions of Americans. His message of change made him very popular. On Election Day in November 2008, Obama won the election and made history as the first Black president of the United States. Obama's victory was a moment of great pride for many Americans, especially those who believed in racial equality. His win showed that the country was changing, but not everyone was happy about his success. Some people struggled to accept a Black president, which showed that racism was still a problem in America. Obama took office in January 2009. Thousands of people came to Washington, D.C. to watch him become president. His speech at the ceremony spoke about unity and working together to solve the country's problems. Obama's journey to the White House gave hope to people all over the world. After becoming president, Obama started working to fix the country's problems. One of his biggest goals was to improve health care. In 2010, he signed the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, to help more people get health insurance. This law made it easier for people with little money or health problems to find coverage. Another important goal was to repair the economy after the 2008 financial crisis. Many Americans had lost homes and savings. Obama pushed for a plan called the Recovery Act, which gave money to businesses and created jobs. The government also offered help to families who were struggling to pay bills or find work. Obama also focused on making fair laws for workers. He supported the Lilly Ledbetter Act, which helped ensure equal pay for men and women. During his time in office, he also named Sonia Sotomayor to the Supreme Court, the first Hispanic justice in U.S. history. These actions showed Obama's effort to support fairness and include people from different backgrounds. Obama worked on ending the war in Iraq. He promised to bring U.S. troops home and focus on solving problems inside the country. He also made rules to prevent the use of torture on prisoners. His goal was to make sure the U.S. followed human rights laws. Obama tried to improve America's image in the world and make peace with other nations. Although Obama wanted to unite the country, he faced strong opposition from other politicians. Some of his ideas, like Obamacare, were only supported by members of his party. Even with these challenges, Obama remained focused on his mission to help people and make things better. Even though Obama made history as president, he still faced racism and unfair treatment. Some people questioned if he was born in the U.S. and forced him to show his birth certificate. This was something no other president had been asked to do, and many saw it as a racist attack. The rise of a group called the Tea Party also made things harder for Obama. This group held protests against his policies and sometimes used harsh, racist language. They opposed his leadership and tried to block many of his ideas. During a speech to Congress, one politician shouted, "You lie!" while Obama was speaking. Many saw this as a sign of disrespect and an example of the challenges he faced as a Black leader. Some people even attacked his family with cartoons that used negative stereotypes. One major issue was the way police treated Black Americans. Obama had to speak out about racism and unfair policing. In one case, a Black professor was arrested at his own home, which caused a lot of anger. Obama tried to calm the situation by inviting the professor and the police officer to the White House. These events showed that racism was still strong, even though America had a Black president. Obama wanted to bring people together, but many still felt divided by race and politics. His time in office proved that real change takes time and hard work. Obama's presidency had a lasting impact on American society and politics. His efforts helped millions of people get health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. Programs like My Brother's Keeper provided support for young black boys through mentoring and job training. Obama also focused on fixing unfair laws that affected black Americans. His team worked to reduce harsh prison sentences for minor drug crimes. These changes gave many people a second chance to rebuild their lives. Obama's presidency also inspired many people, especially those from minority communities. His success showed that people from all backgrounds can achieve great things. For many, Obama becoming president symbolized hope and the possibility of change. However, not everyone felt that Obama did enough to fight racism or help black communities. Some activists wanted stronger actions to stop police violence and unfair treatment. Obama's goal was to help all Americans, but some believed he could have done more for black people. Even with these mixed opinions, Obama changed the way America talks about race and equality. His time in office started new conversations that continue to shape the country today. Obama's story will always remind people that progress is possible, even when it feels difficult. Barack Obama's presidency was one of the most important moments in U.S. history. As the first black president, he showed that progress is possible, but he also faced challenges. His story inspired people around the world and gave hope to those working for change. Obama's efforts to improve healthcare, jobs, and equality had a major effect on many people's lives. Programs like the Affordable Care Act and My Brother's Keeper will be remembered for helping communities. His leadership made it clear that positive change is not easy, but worth working for. However, Obama's presidency also showed that racism and division still exist in America. Many of the problems he tried to solve, like unfair policing, continue today. His time in office taught that real change takes time, patience, and unity. Barack Obama's story will remain a symbol of hope for future generations. His journey to the White House proved that even difficult goals can be reached. Obama's legacy shows that change starts with belief, hard work, and hope.